Hi everybody, welcome back. This is now page 2 of our Edith Holden junk journal, not junk journal, but mini album journal type. Hybrid. It's a hybrid. We are on to page 2, and page 2 is a pocket that goes at the bottom, and then this sort of pocket extension, if you like, that goes there. So we need 3 excuse me, Mr. Froggy's made a very early appearance. We need a piece of paper, of Edith paper, to go there, not necessarily that one, I'm just giving you the idea, and a piece of Edith to go there, and then a piece of Edith on the bottom. So it could be that piece, for example. So we'd end up with 3 different pieces. So we just need basically to select those. All of the measurements for this that you'll need, score lines, the measurements to cut the pieces out at, is in a file on my Miss Paint-A-Lot's Junk Journal Facebook group. Please pop along there and join in. We're a lovely lot. I'm really lucky to have such a nice and just kind and generous group of people in that group, and you're more than welcome to join. And you will find the measurements under the top picture where it says files. Go along to files, click on that, and you'll see the Edith Holden document there that you need. Right, okay. I found some bits, but basically the bits that I already had. I think that looks a bit bland and it's not big enough for there. Is there anything on the back of that? Oh, swallows, they're quite nice. Yeah, they're quite nice actually, aren't they? But I'm going to chop his head off, and it's just simply not fair on him. What have I got here? I've got text. Here, I wonder if that would go on there. I'd miss some of the nest, and of course I'd then miss even more of it because, I don't know, I'll leave that out as a possible maybe. I'll have to come down a little bit though from the top to leave our margin. No, I think it's really nice, but not for where. Oh, nice turquoise flower. Don't know where that's come from. Okay, so there's that. No, that's a gorgeous page. But if I put that there, you get to see a fair bit of it, and I do like that actually. I leave that out, like that bottom bit as well. Perhaps then I could just put some cream or some text or something on there. Let's have a look through the book, see what the book's got to say. Well, there's not enough at the top of that. Oh, that's nice though. That's very nice. Yeah, definite maybe. Shuffle past all these bits that I've cut out previously. See the difference in the colours of the books, it's incredible. Oh, snaky, I wish you'd go away. No. That's nice. Oh yeah, I've been here before, haven't we? It's on the back of the blooming dog roses, which I can't bring myself to cut up. They're so pretty. Okay, so that's staying then for another while. No. That's quite nice. Ah, the thistles. Oh, the poppies. I adore the poppies. But no, that's not happening. It's just an excuse really, isn't it? Just to flick through this book. That's what it's about. Any excuse to look at this book again. Well, I'll tell you what else I've got. I'm blessed by many Edith things. I also have this wrapping paper. Look at that. How fabulous is that? So I'm wondering if I could use some of that. Or if it would look too light compared to the... Hello, I'm here. Compared to the book. Might do. I might have to save that for a project all on its own. Right, where was I? Let's have a look through the other book that hasn't been quite so chopped up. It's been a fair bit chopped up, but not massively chopped up. There's more of the beginning stuff. That's pretty, isn't it? That is a really lovely page. But I'd prefer to use it as a whole page. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, that really is nice. As is that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I might have enough now. So for this one, the pocket itself, how about using that? I think I might just lose the name, but that's about all. Right, so that's definitely what I'm going to use there. So let's just cut the corners off our pocket. My scissors are attached to my magnets again. So cut into the corner and then out at an angle. Into the corner, then out at an angle. Fold over on your score marks. Like so. If you've got any little lugs, just cut them off, because they annoy me. It's just because I haven't cut right into the corner. That's that. Okay, so let's get some double-sided on the back of this. Oh, I've got Edith everywhere. I love it. I love it when Edith's everywhere. So let's just pop this down at the bottom. Make sure that your bottom flap is on top of the edge ones, otherwise it gets caught up on, when you put things in, it gets caught on them. Just burnish that down with my nail and just pick that end up there. Start my double-sided from the bottom there. Like that. Stick it back down. Same here. Pick your backing up. Fold it back a little way. Put your double-sided on. Making sure your bottom flap is over your side flap. Cut that off. It's stick that back down. Right, okay. The other thing we want to do, because this is a pocket, is just cut from the score line out like that. Otherwise, when you put it on, you can see that bit and it doesn't look good. Just up to the score line, 2 little V's like that. There we go. Right, so let's have a look then and see if we can get this. Where is it going to be? I want it to be about there. So I want it just a little bit above that. No, not if I'm cutting on the line, I don't. Lost my pencil. So I want that about there. Make that there, make that there. Is that right? Yeah. Let's do it the whole width of the thing. Right, let's cut that out. Let's put the blade of my I'm kind of doing this backwards really. I should be doing the other bit first, but I got so excited when I saw this that I couldn't help myself. So let's cut that out at 7, or just a tad less than 7 it is actually, the page. This is what happens when you get Edith everywhere. You can't see anything. Right, and then I want to cut. I'm just trying to preserve everything that I can. In case we need bits later on, because there's a lot of paper going into this book. A lot. So that's where my mark is. So that's where I'm going to cut. Right, and let's have a look. See what we've got. I'm just going to check it again before I cut the bottom. So that's going to go there. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I'm just going to erase that mark that I made. There. And put a new mark in where I want it. So it's going to go like that. And I want to mark just leaving the margin that we want. So let's cut that off. And I'm going to be left with some text that says Sweet Pansy. Or, yeah, Sweet Violet it says actually, to be more exact. So cut that off there. I don't know why I'm using my rotary cutter when I've got other quicker ways of doing that, but that's definitely going in the remnants, because very often we want a name for something and sometimes it's not even the name of what it is, but just right. There we go. So let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks lovely. It's really nice. I'm glad we chose that. Okay, so moving ever upwards, we've got this one now. Let's fold those flaps in and burnish them down. And might as well put some double-sided on while we're here. Save us doing it later, won't it? I'm just not sticking the violets on yet, just on the off chance that they really don't go with whatever it is else we've selected. Can't imagine for a moment why would they not go, but better safe than sorry. So burnish here, double-sided down. I'm going to say that this is the top, so I'm going to cut our little V again there. Well, it's a little angle, isn't it, rather more than a V, but never mind. And just make sure we haven't got any double-sided sticking out anywhere. I think I'll come back after I've put all the papers in and everything, and then really, you know, jazz them up. I don't want to do it right now. So that's going to go under there, like that. I think about there. Okay. So let's see if we can find something to go on there. Ooh, what can it be? What can it be? That seems altogether too nice to chop up. I have got some text. Let's see. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of text on here and not very much, I think, that I want to use for anything else. So, could I use that? I'd have to use it with a number, otherwise it sort of loses its appeal, because the margin's too far over. I could, or I could use a piece of the cream card, cream paper. Oh, it's got dirty. So I could use that. And that. Yeah, I think I quite like the look of that, actually. Yeah, that is indeed what I'm going to do. And get rid of this dirtiness. So I want that over as far as the margin here. And then I'm going to cut it. What am I doing? Do it there, your margin. Just having a brain fade moment, a total brain fade. Right, that's where I want to cut that. Let's cut that first while I try and remember what day of the week it is. I know what day of the week it is, it's Friday. Friday. Do any of you folk from the UK remember Crackerjack? Just reminding myself of it. It's Friday, it's 5 to 5, it's Crackerjack. That has nothing to do with anything. It just came into my mind. Right, so that's going to go on there perfectly. And I just want to chop it again, allowing the margin down there. And this looks like the ideal place to be embellished. That I'm throwing out. I can't see as I'm ever really going to need that. You never know, but I don't think so. So that's going to go onto there. That might be just a touch too wide. It is. So I'm going to mark that again and cut that, trim that again. So I want them all to be the same width as they go up the page. Or they just look awful. Okay, so that should be fine. Now I want something for the top. So I want something to go on the top over them. Well, under them it is actually. In there. Right, well, let's put these onto the page and then we'll see what sort of gap we've got. So that's going to go on like that. This is going to go on just behind it. There. So I need a piece to about there. So let's have a look then and see what we've got. We've got this nest, which is really nice actually. Yeah, I like that. That would be a nice page, wouldn't it? It really would, actually. Yeah, I'm going for that. I like it. So it is at the right width, I believe. Let's just check. Yeah, perfect. I'm actually just going to take the mere margin off because it's been folded over. So I'm just going to trim that out. I want it just really on that, on there. Lovely. It's taken me quite a long time to get used to guillotines and trimmers and all that sort of stuff, but oh boy, I love them now. I really, really love them. So that's going to go there. Yeah, Marv. And this is going to go there. Yeah. Right, so the first thing then that I need to stick on, let me just check that's wide enough. Yeah, okay. So I need to stick this on first. This is the critical piece. And it wants to go about there. So I'll make a mark there, that's where I want this to go. Take your double-sided off. Well, all the lovely sunshine that we had a couple of weeks ago, even a week ago, has vanished and left us with just boredom, boring weather. It's not doing anything at all. It's not raining, it's cloudy, miserable, grey day. But, you know, I was watching the cricket from India last night and it was 40 degrees there and it said it feels like 45. And they were running around playing cricket. I can't imagine it. I've been to Cairo and that was 40 degrees and that was just unbelievably hot. So I'll stick that on carefully down the side so it's straight, and this on the other side. I'm just going to quickly measure that to make sure it's straight, because you know what I'm like. I'm rubbish at straight lines. So that is there and there. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay. Great. So I'm just gonna erase that line, the guideline that I put down, otherwise it will get forgotten about. There we go. So I want to stick this bit in next, but I want to ink around it before I do that. So that fits nicely into there. So let's just ink around that, stick that in place. I'm making a bit of a meal of this page. It's quite an easy page. But you know. The decisions, it's the decisions. That's my problem. Oh, I don't need ink, that bottom edge. It's going to be tucked in, but never mind. This would be a nice page to put a photograph on this and a photograph on the bottom, if you can bear to, that is. And then you can journal across that middle section. Be nice. Be nice. I don't know, actually thinking about it, now I'm really thinking about it, if I can bear to put photographs over Edith. It might just be more of a very pretty journal than a mini album. But there will be places, there definitely will be places that you can put them. Okay, so now we want to slide this down into here and get it at exactly the right spot for the margin on the top, like that, I would say. Put your lid on your glue, get your Timmy towel, unearth it from everything over there, and then just go around it, pressing towards the centre. So there we go. That's nice. That's lovely, in fact. So now we need to attach the pocket. So same thing. I'm going to take all of this off because I'm putting glue on. I'll have some movement. If I wasn't putting glue on, I'd only put perhaps the bottom on first and leave it at that. But the glue allows me to move it around. I want it right on the edge because I didn't have my double-sided right on the edge, so I'm putting the glue there. Okay, so you want this right on top of your page, exactly over everything else. So just that way a touch. Just put it down and then you'll get the bottom level. There we go. Lovely. So the next piece is the cream card. Well, cream paper it is really. I shouldn't say card because it's not. And that's going to go in there. Yeah, I like that actually. It's a nice relief from all Edith. Not that you ever need a relief from Edith. So ink your top edge and your side edges. You don't need bother inking the bottom because it's going into the pocket. Just ask myself the question, do I want to add anything onto this at this stage? And I'm thinking particularly stamps. Do I or do I not? Oh, that is the question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Oh. Well, then I'll say no. I'll say no and I'll stick it on. And when we come back to do the sort of all the jazzing up, I don't know what else to call it really. You know, all the final decoration. That's it, final decoration. When we come back to do that, maybe this will get some lace or something on it. Don't know. Time will tell. But at the moment, we just sort of want to make the base pages and get them covered with design paper, in our case Edith, and take it from there. So make sure you've got it in with your ink side on the top. Pop that down there. Lovely, lovely job. I'm not meaning that to me. I'm not saying, oh wow, what a lovely job you've made. Just, it looks nice, that's all. There we go, so that's that done. So now we are down to this, which is going to go there. That is a very pretty page. So let's ink round here. Of course, we've got the pocket, well, 2 pockets really, to put stuff in, so we can make nice tags that you can use to put photographs on, or journal on the back of, whatever. We've got plenty scope for making this really, really usable and very pretty. Okay, so what's going on there? Yeah. Lovely, it's a bit too much there, just wipe that bit off, and the rest I think is okay. There we go. Right, lid on glue, Timmy towel in hand. There we go. Just move that down slightly. That's it. So there we have it, page 2. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's a really nice one, that one. I love these violets, and I really like this birdie, whatever sort he is. He's not a crab apple, that I can tell you. Does it say? Oh, white throat and nest. Yeah, if you just turn it that way, you can just see it. So there we are. That's, as I say, when we come back, when we're doing the final sort of things, there's room for something in there and room for something in here. That's quite a big pocket, so there's lots of room there. So that is the end of page 2. There's page 1, like that. Turn over, there's page 2, like that. Marvellous. So join me again really, really soon, and we'll be doing page 3. So I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye.